Let's learn how to crochet this cucumber. First, we want the magic ring. Wrap the wire around your pinky. Put it on the index finger. Form a coil on the middle finger. Crochet through the loop and hook the thread through. Wrap the thread from above and bring it through the loop on the crochet hook. This is ACH. The CH is not used as a pin. For the first round, we will hook 5 SC. Crochet hook through the loop and hook the thread through. This time there are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Wrap the thread from above. Bring the thread directly through the 2 loops on the crochet hook. This looks like a stitch. This is ASC. We are going to hook a total of 5 on the first loop. After we've hooked 5 SCs, take off the coil. Find the short wire. Tighten it. Pull until there is no hole in the center. Then find the position of the first stitch. This is the CH. And then we're gonna go through the crochet hook and hook the thread through. And then we bring it right through the loop on the crochet hook. Tighten him up. It's ASSSL STT. And that's how we hooked our first loop. Next, we are going to wind the thread right through the loop on the crochet hook. This is ACH. And then we are gonna hook 5 int on the second loop. The number of stitches to complete the round is 10. Ink is 2 SC in each stitch. We find the position of the first stitch. That's the stitch where the SSSL straight CH were. Hook ASC through the crochet hook. Then hook another SC in this stitch. This way 2 stitches are grouped together. The SSSL and straight are not used as pins. Five hooks in all. Hook up the last set. We'll find the first stitch SSSL STT. Next, hook ACH. Let's start the second loop. The second loop is 5 ink. That is in each stitch. Hook 2 SC and loop. Then this loop is 10 stitches. Let's start with the first stitch. Hook ASC, then enter the needle in the same stitch pattern. Hook another SC. An ink. Two ink. Three. Four. Five. After you've hooked 5 ink, let's find the position of the first stitch. This is the SSSL straight from earlier, and then we'll add the first stitch. Hook ASSSL STT, and that's the second loop. Next, arch. Let's go to the third loop. The pattern for the third loop is ASC, 1 ink for group. cycling through 5 groups. The number of stitches after this loop is 15. We are going to enter the first stitch, hook A SC, then hook an ink in the second stitch. That is 2 SC in the same stitch. This way 3 stitches are grouped together. Hook the last group. Find the position of the first stitch, SSSL, straight. Then hook ACH. Next we hook a fourth loop. The pattern for the fourth loop is 1 SC, 1 ink, 1 SC. As a group, cycling through 5 groups. The number of stitches after this loop is 20. Let's start with the first stitch. Hook A SC, then hook an ink in the second stitch. In the third stitch, hook another SC. This makes a group of 4 stitches. Then find the position of the first stitch. Hook ACH. Next, the fifth loop. The pattern for the fifth lap is 3 SC, 1 ink for a group. Cycling through 5 groups. After this loop, the stitch count is 25. Let's start by entering the first stitch. Hook ASC. Second stitch is also ASC. Third stitch is also short. Then hook an ink. Sew 5 stitches in a group. Hook the last group. Find the position of the first stitch and hook ASSSL ST. Then hook ACH. The next 6 to 25 turns, we are all hooking 25 SC without adding or subtracting. It's in every stitch, all in 1 SC. Hook ASSSL straight and CH after each loop. Then hook the next loop. It's the same from the 6th to the 25th loop. After 25 loops, then we SSSL ST. Hooking ACH. You can give him a little cotton to start with. And then after you've stuffed him with cotton, let's start the 26th loop. The pattern for the 26th loop is 3 SC and a December, 5 sets of loops. This loop is 20 stitches. Let's start with 3 SC. After the 3 SCs are hooked, we are going to hook a deck. A deck is 2 stitches in 1. Let's take the outer half of this stitch. The next stitch is still the outer half. Then crochet around the thread. Bring through these 2 outer half stitches first. Wrap the thread around the 2 loops on the crochet hook. This looks like a deck. This is a group of 4 stitches. Okay, for the last group, find the first stitch and hook ASSSL straight in its place, and then edge, and then the 27th loop. We hook ASC, 1 deck and 1 SC as a group. Loop 5 groups. This loop is 15 stitches. Let's start with the SC. Then we hook a deck. Then hook ASC. This way 3 stitches are grouped together. After the last group, find the position of the first stitch. Hook ASSSL straight, and then edge. You can stuff him with a little more cotton. After we've stuffed him with cotton, we'll hook the 28th loop. 28 loops are made in groups of 1 SC and 1 December. Let's give it 5 sets of hooks. That's 10 stitches after this round. First hook ASC, then hook a deck. This way 2 stitches are grouped together. After the last set of stitches, find the position of the first stitch. SSSL straight, and then hook ACH, and then a 5 deck on the last loop. When you are done, find the position of the first stitch and hook SSSL stitch. Then hook ACH. And then disconnect him. And then hide the threads for him. Pick the purpose of this needle directly. Half a stitch outside. Tighten him up. And when it's tight, take this thread. Hide it. And that's how we hooked up the body. Next, we'll hook the arms. Let's count up from the bottom to the 17th row. Midway between the 16th and 17th rows. Hook the thread over, then hook ACH. Next, hook 7CH. 7CH. After the hook, let's count down to the second stitch. This is the first stitch, the position of the second stitch. Hook ASC here first. Then hook to HDC. Hook off HDC. Here the crochet hook wraps around the thread. Then go through the stitches. Hook the thread over. Rewinding the thread directly over the 3 loops on the crochet hook. This is an HDC, then hook another HDC. And then the next 3 DCs. DC wrapped around the thread through the stitch. Then hook the thread through 3 loops on the crochet hook. We are going to go through the first 2 loops, and then we'll go around the last 2. This is a DC, 2 more hooks. Two DCs. Three DC. After the 3 DCs are hooked, we are disconnected. It's not right. After hooking the DC, here we are. Give him a SSSL straight to that stitch. If the thread breaks, you can just stitch it up. Give him this SSSL stitch. Hook ASSL straight directly to this. And then we are going to take these two threads and we are going to hide them. Do the same with the other arm. Crochet 1 in a symmetrical position. Next, we are going to use black thread to sew up the mouth. Finding the center. This way then short. Next, we'll glue the eyes to it. This is what it looks like. And we're done crocheting.